What's going on, guys? Today we're going back in time and building a Roman army. First, I wanted to show you guys my existing army right here. We have 8 legionaries with spears, 4 Roman cavalry units, and for the army officers we have the Roman emperor, the centurion, and the army general. Behind them we have 20 legionaries. Here are a couple of Roman slingers and a few archers behind them. We also have 9 blue legionaries. Now, blue was normally associated with the Roman navy, but they can also represent Praetorian guards, whose role was to protect army officials. The army is formidable as it is right now, but why not add some reinforcements? Let's make this army even greater. And there we go, the army has been expanded. These new Romans look better than the older ones in my opinion. Their printing covers the whole minifig, whereas the older minifigs are only printed on the front. The detail on them is insane, and if you look closely at the minifig's feet, you can actually see toe prints, which is pretty funny, but I've never seen anything like this done before, so that's pretty unique. I really like the pila that they come with and the fact that it's dual colored. One thing I wish that these newer Romans had was longer shields. You can see that if we compare it to the older Roman shield, the newer one was basically stretched horizontally. I wish they were stretched vertically as well because Roman shields were more rectangular. Another flaw of this shield design is the handle. You can see that the older one did this better where the handle is horizontal rather than vertical, like on this newer one. Historically, Romans would wear shields like these older Roman minifigs as shown in this picture. While I was building the Roman legionaries, you may have seen that each of them came with this gray clip. This is actually meant to be a shield attachment which is used to attach their pila to their shields. This frees up their second hand to carry more weapons. Roman legionaries often were equipped with many weapons including 2 pila, one being lighter than the other, the gladius, the pugio, which was a type of dagger, and oftentimes they also carried slings as well as some plumbata. So you can see that the Roman legionaries were very flexible during combat and could act based on the scenario. You can also attach 2 pila to the shield if you use 2 gray clips, which is very neat. Oh, and another thing I wanted to mention is that some of these Romans come with an extra head which can actually articulate from side to side. This will definitely be useful for some stop motions. If I were to make a Roman era stop motion in the future, I would probably mix and match these Roman minifigs. Firstly, I would use the older Roman helmets because I personally like them more. I would also remove the waist cape so I can move the legs more freely while animating. And I would give him the old Roman shield and the new pilum. But guys, that is not the only thing that I wanted to add to my Roman army. I also got some Cornifer minifigs. This one has a wolf pelt around his helmet and just looks awesome. I have another one here with slightly different printing and a lion pelt. Another great thing about all of these Roman minifigs is that their arm printing actually wraps around fully, creating a seamless transition from the torso to the arms. Really well done here. I really like this shield that this Cornifer minifig came with. It can even be given to our Roman auxiliary cavalryman to make him more historically accurate, as seen in this image. And I also have the signifer or sign bearer who has a bear pelt. He has great printing as well with the golden scale armor. He's holding a custom made sign of the 14th Legion. We'll put him in the front. By the way, this signifer minifig has a mask printed on his torso, and this is a very neat historical detail. You see, during parades, some of them would wear these parade masks, which looked super cool as they paraded through the city. I also got a newer Centurion with a golden helmet with awesome printing. He also has this stick which represents a vine staff used by Centurions. It was the mark of a Centurion and it was used to beat disobedient soldiers. I also have another Centurion with slightly different printing as well. Here we have a Praetorian Guard, but this one is wearing white. I really like the printing on the shield on this one. You can also see the inspiration for this minifig was taken straight from this illustration. So let's put him beside the other officers. I also have a newer version of the blue Praetorian Guard, so we'll put him down here. Here we have a green legionary. Now, we have no evidence of green legionaries historically. It is probably inspired by the Romans in Asterix and Obelix, so I'm gonna assume that this Roman had the role of riding the elephant. And I also found this other green Roman that will keep him company. I got so carried away with these Roman minifigs that I almost forgot to address the elephant in the room. That's right, this armored elephant looks very menacing. I love how there's space to comfortably fit a couple of minifigures on top to fire projectiles on the enemies below. The top platform was a pretty cool build, but it was repetitive with all the studs and 1x2s making up the sides of the elephant. An interesting thing about this top platform is that it can actually rock back and forth, which would actually happen as the elephant charged forward. It must have been super intimidating getting charged by a group of war elephants back in the day. I would definitely not want to be on the receiving end of these beasts. Now let's bring in the old Praetorian Guard to protect the Emperor along with the archers. And there you have it, our Roman army is complete. The war elephant is definitely the highlight of this army though, and the size of it is proportional to the minifigs. It is roughly 3 minifigs tall when you stack them on top of each other. Deploying war elephants would not only be effective in breaking formations, but would also help spark fear in the enemy, seeing the elephants tower above the infantry. The army also looks awesome with the new Roman minifigs. Honestly, the new Roman minifigs look more ceremonial, like this is what they would be wearing at a Roman triumph. If you guys don't know, each time there was a military success for the Romans, they would parade through the city wearing their shiniest gear and showing off the riches that they have obtained throughout their campaign. Whereas the older Romans look more battle-worn without plumes and shiny armor. This brings me to my next point, which I wanted to ask you guys. Do you prefer the flesh-colored minifigs over the traditional yellow skin-colored minifigs? Personally, I like the flesh-colored minifigs as it is much more realistic, but I know many of you guys prefer the yellow skin color as it more closely represents LEGO. Let me know down in the comments below. While you're there, let me know what you think of my Roman army and whether you would like to see any Roman era stop motions. I will definitely consider making Roman stop motions, but I would like to get a few more medieval stop motions out there before then. But now it's time for me to announce the giveaway winner. 2 weeks ago, I started a giveaway where the winner will take home 4 minifigs from my store for completely free. There were 37 people who entered, and you should see your name here if you entered in the giveaway on my Discord. And I am recording live right now, so let's go ahead and spin the wheel right now to determine the winner. And the winner is going to be... Alright, a little bit of a close one there on the wheel, but the winner is Gobnik. Congrats on the win. Message me on Discord to let me know which minifigs you would like to get, and I will send them out to you. Thanks to everyone who entered. I hope to do more giveaways in the future, so be sure to join my Discord server using the link below so you don't miss out on more of these giveaways. But that's all I've got for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.